Welcome back, and here we go, another video for you on this lovely Sunday. It's Easter time here, and well, happy Easter to everybody. Have you eaten lots of Easter eggs, lots of chocolate? So going to use some aquacast, which you can see me mixing there, and a variety of moulds, some Easter themed, some not overly Easter themed. You could use them as interior decor accessories and pieces in your home. Doesn't have to be just restricted to Easter time. So not gonna lie, I seem to be on a bit of I don't know, a mode at the moment where not everything is going to plan, and in fact this one, you know, I'm sure you'll be shouting at this video saying, stop with the colour, Laura, just stop now. Just stop with all the colour. You will end up with brown sludge. But it all comes off good in the end. So please stick with us, and welcome if you're watching this video. Hello to all our subscribers. Hello to everybody in the live chat premiere if you've joined us for that. So I've mixed in some white. I always do that because the aquacast is never quite white enough. And then I go and add in pigment colours. Now these ones are by Resin. That's the only brand that we are using for the pigment colours. Specifically for Resin. They're by J. Diction, I think, actually, is the brand that makes them. But they're excellent in aquacast. Now, why, oh why, did I add this particular colour now? It says it's orange. Now, that is not orange. It might be orange if you're just adding one little blob, one little drop just into white and then mixing it in. But it's more of a terracotta, dark terracotta. And it doesn't show up in all the pieces, but it definitely does show up in some of the pieces that I make. And I will be honest straight from the start here. I redid some of these pieces using different colours, and you'll see them at the end. But quite a few things went wrong, and we do have a breakage. And honestly, when I heard it break, it was my own fault again. I didn't leave it 24 hours before sanding, air drying the piece. My own fault. But there you go. So see, you can see now here, look, Laura, way too much colours, too many colours. You're going to end up with brown sludge. But if you like brown sludge, obviously, you know, that's your thing. So I'm using a stir stick. I mean, you've seen me do this a few times now, so I haven't necessarily explained everything that I'm doing. Dropping pigment colour in, bamboo stick, or like kebab stick, and then just going through it like that. And it's this point I thought, oh my goodness, that's too green, too many colours. But I thought, you know, I've mixed it now. There's nothing I can do. Let's just pour it into the mould. And to be honest, some of the colours that you can see there as they're coming out, it just reminds me of doing paint pouring and seeing all the colours of those come out. Now, some bits of this, they look fabulous. And you think, oh, if it looks like that on the other side, it'll look fab. But, yeah, no, it doesn't. But never mind. I'm hoping you'll agree with me that at the end, I do actually manage to rescue these pieces rather than just putting them in the bin. So that was the base part. This is a tea light holder. That you can put, you know, on a display table, console table, coffee table, up against a wall, but obviously not too close, because the idea is that you use a nice little real flame tea light. Don't have to use real flame ones. If you don't, you can use battery operated ones, and it shines. I suppose it shines. It could shine the shadow, if that makes sense, onto the nearest surface to it, so like a wall or whatever. And as you can see here, look, missing the mould completely with the aquacast. Oh my goodness me. Dear, I'm really hoping that I can tell you now, my bad luck doing these pieces hasn't finished yet. There's one more video from me where I have another breakage. Oh God. Anyway, we're not going to dwell too much on it, because it's being negative, and I don't like being negative. I like to be positive. So here I am having a well of a good time, making a right old mess, pouring in a bit more. But actually, when you see this as a cured piece, it's not overly vibrant, and you think, wow, she rescued it. Now you will notice that after I've poured each mould, the aquacast into the mould, I'm just agitating the mould slightly, tapping it. I did do a bit more of that off camera, and that's just to make sure that any little bubbles that might have been trapped actually come up to the surface and disperse. So here we go with now this mould. This is a little bunny rabbit. And again, it's a tea light holder, or you could actually use it as a little trinket pot to put, say, your earrings or your rings or something like that, a necklace in. You know, you don't have to put a candle in it, but it's a little bunny. It's a little bunny one. It's really rather cute. It's very simple in design, but in that way still looks really lovely. So I had aquacast left over and I re-poured. Yeah. This is it's like the top of an egg that's been shelled at the top, if you know what I mean, but in more of a direct sort of up and down zigzag pattern. Again, putting more in that one at the back, have no reason why, but I did. And this is almost 2 hours later, completely cured. And again, looks like sludge to me. Some people might like the colour, but look at how vibrant that is. Now, if the two pieces in this one, the two parts to this one piece, finished piece, were the same colourway, I'd be saying, yeah, wow, fabulous. But they're not. However, when you see them at the end, in the beauty shots at the very end of the video, hopefully you'll think that, yeah, actually, do you know what? She worked that. She pulled it off. She rescued it. So look at that. Incredibly vibrant. The pink is incredibly pink. That rusty colour, brown, believe it or not, is the orange. You see what I mean about it? It looks more terracotta, and the white is very white. So here we go with this part. Now this actually stands up, goes in the groove part at the front of that mould, or you could actually put that at the back of the mould, depending on how you position the piece. So you can have the tea light in the front or behind, totally up to you, what you decide to do. But look at this. So very, very, very carefully removing the silicone mould from the cured aquacast. So this is aquacast, and if I didn't say so before, everything that we used in today's video will be linked in the description box below. Haven't got any discount codes, I'm afraid, so apologies for that. But who knows, in the future we may have, and if we do, we will of course make you aware of those by putting them in each description box for the videos. See, look at that. Now you wouldn't have thought that that was poured from the same batches of aquacast with the colours in. I mean, you know, I've got a bit of overspill going on here because, as you saw, I had an awful time trying to actually get it properly into the sections where it needed to be. Now, this bit's been sped up. Warning alert. You won't be able to hear it, but I remember hearing that sound where it breaks, and I couldn't believe it. I'd almost finished sanding. Now, this is what I mean. This is the schoolgirl error. Wait 24 hours, let it completely air dry before you sand it, no matter how gently you think you're doing this. Now I know this has been sped up, so it looks like I'm being a bit rough-handed with it, but honestly I wasn't. I really wasn't. And I get it to a point where I'm thinking, oh, maybe this will work, maybe I can rescue it, maybe it'll work. And then we will have, it's almost coming up, the accident. I say I have the accident. Look at that. I mean, this is actually so pale. There you go. And it just stops me in my tracks. It's not just broken on one side, it's both sides. Almost clean breaks. And I felt sick to my stomach, I have to say. I really felt sick to my stomach at this point. The rabbit's gorgeous, and I was actually thinking of re-pouring the base just in white, and I thought, yeah, then it'll work. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. This is that beautiful little tea light holder with the rabbit stood to the back of it, or it could be a little trinket bowl, totally up to you. Now again, poured from the same batch of coloured aquacast. Not that you think it, but it was. And again, did a little bit of light sanding, but this one is not as thin as the other piece you saw me sanding. Now again, like I said, follow the manufacturer's instructions. Leave it 24 hours before you do any sanding, and then after you've done the sanding, wipe it all down so it's nice and clean free of any dust, and then seal it. Seal all of them, whether you're using wax or Elikem's own sealant. There's a spray one called Hydroflow. It's a matte sheen or a mid-sheen sort of effect. Or if you decide to use a spray varnish, or if you decide to use a high gloss sealant, which I know is also made by J. Diction. But look at that, he's rather cute. He is rather cute. And look, I was either, now can I put that there? Would that work? No, it wouldn't. Oh goodness, what am I going to do? And yeah, at this point, I was thinking, let's just stop the video here. And now I'm going to throw all these pieces away, or I'm going to bash them all up and put them in a big terrazzo piece. But I didn't. Now this is the other bit. Now this, oh my gosh, the colours in this, bit like the base of the tea light holder in the first thing I demolded. And I just thought, oh my gosh. Now, some people, it might be their thing. It certainly isn't my thing. We had quite a bit of pigment left on the mould. Look at that. I mean, I don't know what to say. Really just don't know what to say, apart from the fact that you really wouldn't think this was something. So you can tell there, it's similar. But not if you thought the rabbit part, the two little rabbit things, came from exactly the same batch. Oh, right. So, again, you know, I mean, what would you do? Why don't you let me know in the comments, what would you do? So this is the other little pot that I poured. Again, same sort of batch of aquacar, same colours used. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the colours have come out, some of the pigments haven't, some of them they work a bit, then they don't. I mean, you might think they work. I wasn't at all convinced at this point that it did. All the time wondering, what on earth am I going to do? How am I going to rescue these? Now, this one needs a bit of sanding on the bottom. There, as you can see. But actually, on the whole, this one was probably actually quite successful. They did need, to be honest, although they're successful, they're a bit boring, some of these. They're not quite there, not quite hitting the mark. We like to try and be unique on this channel, but bearing in mind, you know, all of our things, we don't make a lot of these, we don't make a lot of the same thing, we don't make a lot of things in the same colours. You know, you're not going to see that, oh yeah, look, they've made 2 of those in exactly the same colours and they look exactly the same patterning, nothing like that. Or everything we make is a one-off, unique and individual. Having said that, can you see what I mean about this? I quite like that. I do actually quite like that. I'm quite surprised. I think it's the earthiness of those colours combined there. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. There's no pink or yellow in it, I don't think. From recollection, it doesn't look like there's any pink. Maybe there was a little bit of yellow. But, you know, they do and they don't go together. It's one of those. I think it's a Marmite or Bovril thing. You either love it or you hate it. Or you love to hate it. So, as I said, I did re-pour some of the things, and you're going to see them coming up now. So can you see that? This is the one that got broken. Now, Wayne, bless him, came to my rescue, and he managed to glue it back together. So I was so pleased about that. And the one on the right that's more greens and blues is actually the one that I re-poured, and I only used those colours. Now, I like a bit of gold, whether it's glitter, gold foil, gold flakes, gold paint, gold micas. Yeah. And I thought, he just needs a bit of elevation, this little bunny. He's a little bit sad. You know, maybe it was just me that needed a bit of elevating at this point, because I was feeling quite sad. And I just thought, what can I do? I need to pull out little details of him. And I know, let's just go with it. Let's put some gold on. So I started to use the paint that is from an acrylic chrome or paint marker made by Decor Colour. We actually source ours from a company called U Studio, and we've got them in the gold, the silver and rose gold. Camera went a bit skewy there. This is a time lapse of me decorating those two pieces. I just need to mention, I did also decorate the lidded pot, and also the I'm going to call them the egg. There you are. You just see me doing it there. The egg cases, the egg cups. Let's call them egg cups. The one that's multicoloured, I actually also did some striations of gold all around the sides. And you can see there, I've put some gold there. Now, we've got a few beauty shots. And these are the end grouping of what I call the beauty shots. Look at that. Now, I think I've rescued that okay. That's my personal opinion. That's the second one there is the re-poured version. And we've got some gold marker lining going on just to elevate it a bit. There's the two egg-shaped, shell-shaped cups or pots. And you see where I've done the gold striations just on the one on the right that's got multicolours in it, not on the one that's got the bluey greens in it. Here he is. I was doing his little gold details, his little hands, or his feet, I should say, and his ears. And there is I've sort of hand drawn on some lovely little gold veining onto that pot there. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. You've gone along the bumpy travel of the journey, should I say, of what this video is. But I hope you've really enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification all bell. And we'll see you again in a few days' time. Another Aquacast project, but Wayne this time, not me. Take care. Bye-bye.